some of the most special people on earth. This is the truth. Think about the Aquarius, you know. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, all them so Aquarians. They all Aquarius. Yeah, there's a lot of artists I love. What you want for your birthday?
And all the great activists, a lot of Angela Davis. I can name so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Demona.
You know what my birthday from who?
From us as a collective. It's probably gonna be one gift.
I don't think y'all should do one gift.
It's probably gonna be one gift.
Probably will, yeah.
I mean, why? It's going to be one gift.
I see what you
I'm thinking lunch.
Like,
You always do.
it's not your birthday. It's gonna be that Chick-fil-A sauce.
get from the body shop or some shit. So
The Gators will put total effort and will get
it's
started.
the gift card. I got you. Don't get me.
And the chicks are black.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will
You gotta
start
get
at
a
the
lot of
25.
times here.
So
From the
NC
middle
State's
school,
offense will come out.
everybody's touching it with their hands and talk with the other. From the middle shit, Biggie Secret.
Oh, no. I feel like that's good. I think he got a problem. You think he break up to the OnlyFans? I'm a nigga.
What's up?
You can get on OnlyFans.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Is that fashion show?
Williams looking for a man. Puts it out on the screen.
That's
And
crazy.
that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. NC
Speaking
State with a
of ground,
lot
man,
of
you
ground
would
to
have missed so
cover
much
after losing yardage on the
on
last
the
play.
episode. ASAP came in and asked me
They'll
my
ride the
name and
running
talked
back
how
and
funny
leave
he
it
was.
with him.
That
What a
means
nice
I've
job
been
by
like
the
this.
defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a
That means
loss.
I've been.
I
Well,
love when
I see
defensive
around
backs
50
come up and they are
housewife comments.
physical and they stick their
Yeah,
face in the
supposed
fan
to
and they
put you
aren't
in
scared.
there.
Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to
Confused.
tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
I think the sauce was laced in my name.
Change and get it to the 47-yard line. NC State going up tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon. There's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
Even issues that I don't fuck with Ray-Ban.
Yo,
But it's real now.
It's more than ASAP blast.
And those body blows really,
That's
really matter. Like, I
Never
want to
seen
be able to
it
hand the ball off to my running back 10,
Here
15
we go,
times a
man.
game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, late in football games.
Oh, that job and that was good. That was good.
Ugly time.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took
But he know
the
ASAP.
perfect bounce. Right
Like,
into
that's
the
like one of his
DB's
friends.
hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That was a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
It's been a highlight of my
And it'll
week
be a
putting together
touchback.
this
The
new
ball will
tune
come out to
playlist.
the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. 5 minutes down, 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mona.
897.
Welcome to episode 897 of the JV page brought to you by
He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. NC State has work to do to convert this third down.
He was like, only on here for when other niggas go on vacation. Remember that? He was like a voice to fill. The other niggas wasn't here. Now he's on every
And he
time.
missed opportunity on third down as the
As he
defense
should.
knocks it free and
Happy to
fourth
be here.
down.
Hope you're going to hear with some really amazing people to my right. Stop playing with her, man. Don't call a white girl Demona. Just Mona in the building. How you doing, Mona?
I'm great.
Great, absolutely love that. Next to her, our good brother, Dr. Mark Lamont Hill in the building. Marcus Popovich. Good, absolutely love that. Next to him, the freeziest of them all, Elizabeth's finest, Big Ice in the building. Ice, how you doing?
I'm great. Glad to be here.
I love that. I missed you too, my brother. Elmira's finest, our good man, Parks is in the building. Parks, how you doing? Feeling great. Absolutely love that. Moses here. Moses Lease is here. Another give you every week, Mona, and somebody give me.
They probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David
Shout out to Eric Santana. Say something here about Ramon Lab, but certainly not least each and every one of you guys are here. Everybody is feeling great, looking great, smelling great, and ready for work. Big snowstorm. Yes. Yes. Yeah. This will look like it. This will look good. No, it is. It's guaranteed. The new people all just said, no, they said it's guaranteed to be happening. First time that everybody, all of us over here are in the system.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, so they know what's running.
Guaranteed so much as the minimum
gets to Atlanta down the road.
Everywhere.
So that's what I'm right. This is 11, 12 years.
Every single week.
When does it start?
Basically all night. You go to bed on Saturday, you go to go 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Yes, for good niggas left to Saturday night. So that's, yeah, you can get that.
Nice job on third down. Get that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read. Nice catch. Now set up for the first down.
Announced that there will 100% be school on Monday, either by remote.
That's the one bad thing. The schools up north that's used to heavy snow, being like, oh, we got something planned. Yeah, they be like, up there they got, they give them tablets and computer, well, the same thing, but yeah, they do that.
Mayor, see how he handles this snowstorm.
That COVID shit, my mom said they kept that in place. When something happened, they be like,
That's true. I was there when they fucked up and when the Blasius fucked up in 2016 and didn't have any trucks on the street. Absolutely. I remember that. I remember the streets were messed up. You there was somebody else that messed up. Snow before that. So how they handle these types of
knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for you.
Please don't get something, but that's the road salt. This was it's supposed to be freezing too, so this shit about to be here for me.
Man, this
That's
is
the problem. That's the scary part.
This
That's the
guy's
problem.
already his second
Houston has
TD
got
in this game.
really
Playing with his
bad
eyes, he's
weather
breaking on the ball.
as that storm makes its way to Oklahoma. I don't know.
He's a lot of stuff.
Yes.
I don't know if really slips in the police.
Okay, so let's talk about what really matters. Who's been in the supermarket buying everything on the shelf?
Nah, I Instacarted it. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you know, in the supermarket.
I got it. You came back.
NC State on the move, set up with another
I would know how to Instacart.
I would like plain soda water.
looking to throw
Tasting
again.
them.
Get it out on
He's
the
got the same
screen.
brand, but like some weird ass brand. Like, I don't care about the brand. Give me plain soda water.
Do you fill out the replacement thing?
I did. I was doing some shit, so I didn't. You gotta be there. Yeah, you gotta be like what?
Time the running back had a wall in front of
I
him.
didn't.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling
to shop with you, but I'm gonna go
dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a
They don't need to do that.
Just he
And
released
if
it
they
on
push
first
up the
down
wrong,
and
you gotta hurry up like,
the
this ain't it.
receiver.
Them niggas
They're
you gonna talk
dealing
to
with
me.
a second and long.
They put the wrong shit or they just change your shit and you ask for chicken flavor, they're like, well, oh, they ain't got no chicken flavor, so they're going to give her some random fucking shit. You gotta be like, I don't want that.
Right.
A lot of them, which really is the niggas, the men, they don't talk to you. I'm telling you, the best Instacart shoppers is old white women. Okay? They make I'm telling you, old white women.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was still getting back in the ball game.
And they go,
Right.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense.
they ain't got Texas for the water. They were just watching them. So,
Trying to
there's
add to this 14-7 lead. Leaves it with the running back.
What did you buy? Anything else? Stock up on anything?
Well,
What are you guys' normal performance coming to supermarket at? I assume if the weatherman is off, I like a month.
Just
So
going
I
to
buy
keep it after the snap.
about 20 days of canned goods. I buy frozen meat. I don't buy my ones already have, one shit comes in. So I already got just like 20, 30,000 water just in case. You know what I mean? Just basically like generating all shit to all of it.
My mother said that shit. In Maryland, he had it downstairs in the basement, was filled with waters, fruits, canned goods. I was like it was like a stockpile of shit.
And the Gators come to the line, looking to set him down.
No, you're right. It's fun. Yeah, it's something. I just talking
Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line.
Doomsday Pepper.
As this offense it's first and 10 from the 31.
Yes,
Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. It was thrown for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds.
almost 5 years.
To make up for some of that
Like, this is the
lost ground on
recorded
second
place.
down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. You take another shot here. And he catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy's
Abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, get the guy in stride so he can get run after the catch.
So glad you almost
That was a
you
nice
halfway,
job.
you almost at work.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown
It's
into the
being
end zone.
rejoiced.
You've got to read the coverage,
It's real life.
get the guy, and let him do the rest.
Yeah, this weekend on
NC State sending the
from
offense back onto the
DoorDash or
field.
Uber Eats to need a
Quickly
couple
trailing by
coins
2
and have a
touchdowns,
bicycle.
down
I don't have so much.
21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Horn. They stop him just a week
Oh, man.
short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And
Anything
they'll come to the
outside
line
that,
just needing a few chain links for a first down.
what black people have in their cabinets. Black people have is soup in there whenever you go. That's inspired. That's 7 years ago. They'll fix that right up.
Explanation gives for suggestions.
Time winding down in the quarters, they come to the line.
I definitely got some too. I know I got too
I'm
much.
losing off on it.
Williams will pass. He's going
Yeah,
to
I'm
let
going
one
to
fly
snow
down
for
the middle.
I gotta go for
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a
Well, I just looked this morning. That shit's gone. No, I'm saying like there's no, there's no push up.
their stat line.
Oh shit. I'm gonna make some shit shaking. Man. We got some shit in there. I make shake. I put some black bean tacos real quick.
Like the news don't ever come up and say, yo, it's gonna be fucked up for the next month or two. Then I'd be like, okay, let's hit
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
a couple of days. No.
I'm talking about when they first started everything shut down, you hear those supermarket stuff. No.
They'll start this drive with a
All they
pass.
said on the
Fires to the middle.
well, man,
And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the
Folks
field.
panicked like it was about to, but it did.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gonna run it. It's Fry. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO.
It was nothing over here at the time.
Maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled
none of these neighborhoods
small
have half the neighborhoods even built yet.
Maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Remember that?
On third and long,
Half these neighborhoods wasn't even over here yet when I moved over here. It wasn't none of this shit over here. Instacart was working smooth.
I don't even think the goddamn.
Instacart so quick.
I don't even think the fucking neighbor's house was built.
At the house in this neighborhood, have some other fucking shit over there, whole subdivisions and shit wasn't even here yet when we first went over here. I ordered the price for the entire site. There's only 3 of us using the shit.
You know, you should jump off at the wrong house.
Yeah.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Stop missing my name.
The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
I never not. Ever since, and I've been doing that ever since they delivered the TV at the wrong address. You remember that? Ever since they delivered the TV
I was like, somebody's going to think I'm stealing this fucking TV.
Ever since they did that, I put 2-story brown house. I still do that to this day when I order stuff. I put 2-story brown house, and you niggas still put my shit in the wrong address.
Say, hey, go get some toilet paper.
I bought some today. Fuck that, you gotta catch me sipping this.
But it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That germ shit on the top of your mind, boy. Handyman was doing some work the other day when he finished the bathroom. He came out of the bathroom.
Williams looking for a man.
He went to shake my hand.
Nah. And the defense
And I should just give us something in there. Yeah, I mean, just do what you're supposed to do.
Lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, runs to pass.
Try your hand.
Looking
Personally, you like shake her hand. I do
Those two not on the same page.
Like one of my mama's friends.
You gotta be careful if you're a quarterback. You see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Under fire. It's caught. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Williams will pass. Right down the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. unloads it left. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Willingham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Steps away to find some room. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Fry. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Williams looking for a man. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. this has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Williams will pass. Finds his man. It's Horn. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Horn. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Willingham. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to write about in film.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock.
He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they got it at the 28. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use it.
There he goes. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Willingham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Quick completion on the out route. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to...
Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wyoming took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cowboys that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Williams will pass. Good timing on the quick out. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end now in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So they're right on the doorstep. Couldn't pass it in last time. Maybe they'll just try to pound it in. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Marcook. Quick completion on the out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Gators. He got loose and it was like... After that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. At the 35, he's got room. First down and more. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. But
he'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just a 4th play, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cross. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Marco. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got a man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. And he ends up taking a safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are in the field. You run out of bounds like that, that's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might follow him for a while, but that is a safety, and that is a costly mistake.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intent.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
He hurls one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some...
He's going for the goal line. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get, so run the ball.
He lets one fly deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Back to throw, it's Marco. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
One more play to pad the stats. He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to go down as time has run out. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent.